Kenji is saying that some people think that small shapes would look the same to two observers in relative motion, but Ken does not think that seems to be true for the plus sign photographed at the instant it appears to be at the point of closest approach for the stationary observer, because certainly the observer moving with the plus sign will never see anything but the full symmetric plus sign, and of course the passerby will see it Lorentz contracted. I said I have been thinking today about modeling an asterisk-shaped model, a set of 8 or more tubes that would show the paths as they came out of it, as well as Lorentz contracted moving structure. What I'd want to show is an animation of the paths of light of the following paths predicted by the aberration equation. So in particular, I'm going to try to estimate around the 0.9 velocity. I'm using a program called Smooth Draw, which allows me to do layers so that I can have several, let's see, as the photons are coming out of the center, I want to have them show up like that. So nothing here has been measured particularly carefully, so we may have some problems as I try to attempt this. But I'm going to try to move the black structure in the back as at approximately 90% of the speed that these red lines are increasing as the frames go by. So for each circle of light, I'm going to state where, I'm going to state where I want to put the position of the center of the structure. So I'll show light the third position of the light, and I'll put the structure right there, about 80% of the way behind it. Then I'll look at this section, and I want the center of the structure to be around there. I'm not sure. This is pretty clumsily done. I just want to have the center of the structure about 80% of the way behind the light. And boy, I don't even know. Hopefully these are forming, yeah, those are forming good positions that are almost evenly distributed. Let's see, so maybe around here. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to try to move the structure and imagine where the light would be in each portion. So in phase 1, I'm going to be moving the structure so that its center is right there. And then I will hide all the layers that are associated with everything except that red dot. Then I'm going to go to that layer and kind of fill in. What color should this be? Maybe an orange. Fill in everything that has actually started going through the tubes. No, orange is not good. Okay, let me use blue. Okay, so those portions of the wave have started going through the tube at that point. This one, and this one. Now I'm going to reveal the next blue dot, move the structure over. Oops. Move the structure over and put it right there. And then this time fill in on layer 3 in blue. This region, this region, this region, this region, and this region. Then once again, open up the next frame and move the structure and see where the light is now. It's in this region. Oh, wait. Okay, this region, this region, this region, this region, this region, this region, and this region. It's finally starting to get into that front tube over there. Alright, I'll make that circle disappear and the next one appear. And come down here to the structure and move it over to the right until it gets that blue dot. That's a little bit of a pretty bad skip there, but I think it's still more or less usable. So I'll fill in that, 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 and that, and go on to the next layer, move the structure. Ooh, it's not moving. Why not? Oh, because I got the wrong layer highlighted. Oh, I was meaning for this to go so smoothly this time. Okay. There we go. And once again, draw in the lines in blue on the correct layer. We'll have that, 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 and that's already gotten out of the tube over there. Last frame, move that over there, and I might have accidentally had the object go faster than the speed of light with that frame. I'm not sure, but so there is some problems with it. Okay, so let's look at what we have. I'm going to hide the structure right now and just reveal all of those layers and see what we have. You can see that one ray of light is coming this way. The next one is coming this way. The next one is coming this way. The next one is coming this way and this way. And this way, well, it bends around a little bit because I did not because obviously I was not being that careful with the scale, so that caused a little bit of a distortion. But you can kind of see why the photons move along these lines here, but this doesn't necessarily match the shape of the structure, because the structure was just a Lorentz contracted was just basically a Lorentz contracted shape that created those different lines. But the structure itself stayed rigid, moving along in a straight line as it caught the photons also moving in straight lines. But the shape of the structure and the lines of the photons don't necessarily match up. So I was thinking of trying to do this kind of demonstration in Mathematica or something like that with the very carefully worked equations and everything, but for now, this is going to have to do. I will bid you farewell.